Couple more Christmas themed questions for the guys here. Let's go to the first one. All right. Kevin McAllister showed that when things went wrong and he was home alone, he can handle the situation all by himself. Has Nico Iamaleava shown you any signs, that next year he can become the kind of quarterback who can raise a team's fortunes all on his own?
I think he has. I think what Nico did yesterday and what he did in the Georgia game and what he did against Vanderbilt shows I think he has improved throughout the season. And, you know, all on his own, no, he needs help. He needs the old man with the shovel coming in there at the end and whomping the guys at the end of the movie. But, yeah, I think Nico has shown that home alone, he's okay. He's not great. He's not there yet, but he's getting there.
Okay. Agree? Disagree?
Well, I would say if the coaching staff acts like Marvin Harry and just keeps doing stupid things over and over and over again, he doesn't have a chance. But if they grow and learn and the coaching staff does some changes, maybe we get Marvin in here, fax him a couple of plays or text him some plays, but I think it's going to be a challenge.
Yeah, I think they need more stuff, like I said. I think, you know, if you said take the same wide receiver core and go into next year, I don't think you're going to have that great a year. I think you got to get some players and makers. And Nico is going to get better, but you still, as a quarterback, I mean, if you're on a bad team as a quarterback, especially like in the NFL and any of these places, you get the heck beat out of you, and you don't do very well. So he's got to have some more people on him.
In terms of guys here at Tennessee who raised the people around him, I think you could say that he had Alvin Kamara and Jalen Hurd, but Josh Dobbs was a guy who was a one-man team lifter. I don't know that I've seen that from Nico yet. Doesn't mean he can't develop it. I just don't know. I've seen it yet. Marlon?
I go back to the scene where, you know, he stole Dad's credit card and he got to buy all the cookies and candy and all the rest of that. I think if you let him do his thing, figure out what he likes, what he don't like from a route combination, what he likes to do at the receiver position, I think he can be that guy.
All right, very good. Next one. Here we go. This was a fun one. You got Ralphie and the old man there. What one mistake, one decision, one position group, whatever, left you over and over this year saying, fudge, like Ralphie Parker? What left you repeatedly saying fudge?
Dude, watching those offensive tackles, man, it's awful. I mean,
it's not the kicker?
No,
I was expecting something on
he was the only guy that did the right thing last night. He was the only one that did his job right. He's the only one.
That's the only time you'll ever hear Mike Stoll say the kicker did his job right.
Yeah, it's a Christmas miracle.
All right, so tickle. Tackles.
Tickle the tackles. I'm not tickled with the tackles because they're awful, terrible.
Okay. Any other takes? What's left you saying fudge?
You know, I got to go with the offensive line, too. I mean, last night they had a play. It was one of the bubble screens. And Campbell went out there, and there was two guys crossed him. And he didn't touch either one of them. And I'm like, who are you waiting on? You know, you're out there to block somebody. You're not going to score a touchdown. You don't have the ball. You're just running downfield. And so I'm going to go with the offensive line.
I'm going to get something to do with motion?
No. It's actually, if I'm going all year, I'll be honest with you. As a former defensive lineman, what made me say fudge every time I watch that game is we go down 21-0. Offense stalls out. Defense is coming back out. And I don't see 27 on the field. I don't see 27 on the field. And if he's that special, he's got to have that it factor in him. He's got to want to be out there when the moments count. That's my one that got me.
Well, my fudge 1A would
dropping
be
him into coverage.
Dropping him into coverage.
Yeah.
And when he's on the field, he's dropping back into coverage.
I had both those down there. I had motion down there, too. So you surprised me on that one. Well overstreet.
I just wide receivers. I mean, you heard so much about these guys. Everybody talked to you about the hype, how great they were. These guys coming in, man, they're going to change the game. Man, they didn't show up. I mean, just another guy on the field. You take a jersey off, throw it on a fan out there. That's the same production you'd have gotten several times this year, right? I mean, I just looked at it and go, these wide receivers, I mean, they weren't SEC-level wide receivers. There's nobody special in that group at all. And I just looked at it and said, man, You just got to get a whole other group. You can tell the rest to go to the transfer portal, get 4 more, because these 4 ain't working.
Here, and I said this a few weeks ago on the show, and I'll say it again right here. They'll probably grab somebody in the portal, and we'll all go, ooh, look how special he's going to be. And I'm going to say, he ain't going to do nothing. Not because I'm negative, but because everybody they've gotten out of the portal so far has done nothing in terms of receivers. And now, you've had some guys that got a little better their second year. Brew McCoy was a good possession receiver.
Yes.
Solid team leader, good guy, but not the, oh, wow. Wait till you see this. Dante Thornton was supposed to be a wow. Chris Brazzell was supposed to be a wow. Squirrel.
Yeah.
He didn't even come from the portal, but yeah. So you look at these guys, I just don't buy that they're going to get somebody out of the portal and they're going to hit in the first year. But I guarantee you we'll be sitting here after the portal closes in a couple months and everybody's going to be drooling over some superstar receiver that they brought in from East Oxnard State because he runs a 4.2 40. And you're going to see him next year, and he will do Fudddggge. And I don't use the word Fudddggge lightly. Usually I just use Fudddggge.
So it's reality when you talk negatively, but it's just negative when I'm talking.
No. Just that you're the rain cloud. That's all. All right.
That's right.
When we come back, trust me, Bob and I are viewed as super negative. So, no. When we come back, where does this season rank among the Vols' best since 2000? This may make you feel positive. Come on back on the Sport.